The Ottoman dynasty had unusual succession practices compared to other monarchies. Those succession practices changed over time, and ultimately the Sultanate was abolished in 1922. Succession practices. In the early period, the Ottomans practiced open succession, or what historian Donald Quatert has described as survival of the fittest, not eldest, son. During their father's lifetime, all of the adult sons of the reigning sultan were to provincial governorships. Accompanied and mentored by their mothers, they would gather supporters while ostensibly following a Ghazi ethos. Upon the death of their father, the sons would fight among themselves until one emerged triumphant. How remote a province the son governed was of great significance. The closer the region that a particular son was in charge of, the better the chances were of that son's succeeding, simply because he would be told of the news of his father's death and be able to get to Constantinople first and declare himself sultan. Thus a father could hint at whom he preferred by giving his favorite son a closer governorship. Bayezid II, for instance, had to fight his brother Sem Sultan in the 1480s for the right to rule. Occasionally, the half-brothers would even begin the struggle before the death of their father. During the reign of Sulayman the Magnificent, strife among his sons Selim and Mustafa caused enough internal turmoil that Sulayman ordered the death of Mustafa and Bayezid, leaving Selim the sole heir. With Sulayman and Selim, the favorite concubine of the Sultan achieved new prominence. Gaining power within the harem, the favorite was able to maneuver to ensure the succession for one of her sons. This led to a short period of effective primogeniture. However, unlike the earlier period, when the Sultan had already defeated his brothers in battle, these sultans had the problem of many half-brothers who could act as the focus for factions that could threaten the Sultan. Thus, to prevent attempts upon his throne, the Sultan practiced fratricide upon ascending the throne. The practice of fratricide, first employed by Murat I in 1362, soon became widespread. Both Murad III and his son Mehmed III had their half-brothers murdered. The killing of all the new sultan's brothers and half-brothers was traditionally done by manual strangling with a silk cord. As the centuries passed, the ritual killing was gradually replaced by lifetime solitary confinement in the cafes, a room in the imperial harem from where the sultan's brothers could never escape, unless perchance they became next in line to the throne. Some had already become mentally unstable by the time they were asked to reign. Mehmed III, however, was the last sultan to have previously held a provincial governorship. Sons now remained within the imperial harem until the death of their father. This not only denied him the ability to form powerful factions capable of usurping their father, but also denied them the opportunity to have children while their father remained alive. Thus, when Mehmet's son came to the throne as Ahmed I, he had no children of his own. Moreover, as a minor, there was no evidence he could have children. This had the potential to create a crisis of succession and led to a gradual end to fratricide. Ahmed had some of his brothers killed, but not Mustafa. Similarly, Osman II allowed his half-brothers Murad and Ibrahim to live. This led to a shift in the 17th century from a system of primogeniture to one based on agnatic seniority. Thus, Mustafa succeeded his brother Ahmed, Sulayman II and Ahmed II succeeded their brother Mehmed IV before being succeeded in turn by Mehmed's son, Mustafa II. Agnatic seniority explains why from the 17th century onwards a deceased sultan was rarely succeeded by his own son, but usually by an uncle or brother. It also meant that potential rulers had to wait a long time in the cafes before ascending the throne, hence the old age of certain sultans upon their enthronement. Although attempts were made in the 19th century to replace agnatic seniority with primogeniture, they were unsuccessful, and seniority was retained until the abolition of the Sultanate in 1922. List of heirs since 1922. The Ottoman dynasty was expelled from Turkey in 1924 and most members took on the surname Osmanoglu. meaning son of Osman. The female members of the dynasty were allowed to return after 1951, and the male members after 1973. Below is a list of people who would have been heirs to the Ottoman throne following the abolition of the Sultanate on 1 November 1922. These people have not necessarily made any claim to the throne. For example, Ertugrul Osman said, "Democracy works well in Turkey." Mehmed VI, last Ottoman Sultan and 36th head of the House of Osman in exile. Abdülmecid II, last Ottoman Caliph then 37th head of the House of Osman following Mehmed VI's death. Ahmed IV Nihad, 38th head of the House of Osman, grandson of Sultan Murad V. Osman IV Fuad, 39th head of the House of Osman, half-brother of Ahmed IV Nihad. Abdulaziz II, 40th head of the House of Osman, grandson of Sultan Abdulaziz I. Ali I Vasib, 41st head of the House of Osman, son of Ahmed IV Nihad. Orhan II, 42nd head of the House of Osman, grandson of Sultan Abdul Hamid II. Ertugrul Osman V, 43rd head of the House of Osman, grandson of Sultan Abdul Hamid II. Bayezid III, 44th head of the House of Osman, great-grandson of Sultan Abdülmecid I. Current line of succession. According to genealogies of the House of Osman, there would hypothetically be 24 princes now in the line of succession after Bayezid Osman, if the Sultanate had not been abolished. They are listed as follows. The succession law used agnatic seniority, with the succession passing to eldest male dynast. Mahmud II Abdülmecid I Murad V Prince Seyzade Mehmed Selahaddin Effendi Hazretleri Ahmed IV Nihad Ali I Vasib Prince Seyzade Osman Selahaddin Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Orhan Murad Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Turan Sem Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Taymani had Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Selim Suleiman Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Batu Bayezid Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Osman IV Fuad Abdul Hamid II Prince Seyzade Mehmed Selim Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Abdul Karim Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Dunder Ali Osman Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Harun Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Orhan Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Yavuz Selim Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Abdul Hamid Kayahan Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Muhammad Harun Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Abdul Qadir Effendi Hazretleri Orhan II Prince Seyzade Nessa Ertugrul Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Roland Selim Qadir Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Rene Osman Abdul Qadir Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Daniel Adrian Hamid Qadir Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Burhaneddin Effendi Hazretleri Ertugrul Osman V Mehmed V Prince Seyzade Mehmed Ziyayeddin Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Nazim Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Sengiz Nazim Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Eric Mehmed Ziyareddin Nazim Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Ziyareddin Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Nazim Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Omar Hilmi Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mahmud Namik Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Omar Abdülmecid Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Francis Mahmud Namik Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Ziya Risad Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Sem Omar Osmanoglu Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Burhaneddin Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Ibrahim Tufik Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Burhaneddin Sem Effendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Selim Djem Effendi Hazretleri Bayezid III Mehmed VI Abdulaziz I Abdülmecid II Prince Seyzade Mehmed Savket Efendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Selahaddin Efendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Süleyman Saadeddin Efendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Orhan Ibrahim Süleyman Saadeddin Efendi Hazretleri Prince Seyzade Mehmed Seyfeddin Efendi Hazretleri Abdulaziz II. Excluded from the imperial house. Expelled from the imperial house of Osman by the last caliph, Abdülmecid II, in 1931. Prince Mahmud Savket Mehmed Selim Orhan de Turquia, Orhan II, and the American, French actress Marguerite Fournier, deprived since birth of title Hih Seyzade, because Mehmed Selim Orhan was born before his parents married in 1944. Note: eligibility: a male person born to parents who are not married to each other at the time of birth is not included in the line of succession and passes no rights to their descendants. The subsequent marriage of the parents does not alter this. At the time of accession, the male heir to the throne must be a Muslim. Any Ottoman prince who has converted from Islam is excluded from the line of succession.